Dance, other people pee their pants. That was awesome, Tony. Thank you so much. What a fun presentation. Next up, we are thrilled to welcome Shaliza Kazam. Shaliza is a grade 11 student at Western Canada High School, founder of her own organization and self-fundraiser. Shaliza has co-chaired several committees, including the Mayor's Youth Council of Calgary and Youth of Distinction Awards Committee. Shaliza is an award-winning public speaker, published author, professional Bollywood dancer, we may expect a demo, choir, vocalist, and active leader in her community. Please welcome Shaliza Kazam.
Can you see me? Okay. When I was younger, I had no intention of making a difference in this world, and I was just cruising by with no motivation or goals for my future. Here's a picture of my first birthday party, and for me, birthday parties meant everything. I mean, who doesn't love that day where it's all about you? The cake, the people, and of course, the cute outfits your mother makes you wear so you look like a princess or a prince. Everything needed to be perfect. However, on my 11th birthday, it was a party disaster. I had a bite of the SpongeBob cake and oh, it was delicious. But once I fully digested the piece, my throat started to itch and I felt queasy inside. And this was when I realized I was having an allergic reaction to peanuts. I've always known I was allergic to nuts, but I never had an incident like this. Well, let's just say things didn't go my way for once, and the party ended early. For most teenagers, they would have kept on having birthday parties despite one disaster. But my parents kept on telling me that I was even lucky to have a birthday party. I was fortunate to have friends who offered me gifts, and there were people out in the world that don't even get to celebrate this day because they live in low-income families. I couldn't believe it. I was living in a selfish life, and it was time to not only change my world, but to change our world. This is when I started sacrificing the money that would be used on my birthday party to donate to In From the Cold. Every January 24th, I would go to the homeless shelter and cook a meal at 6 in the morning with a couple other adults. We all gathered together to serve them a meal for this special occasion. The reward of my birthday was no longer the endless amount of presents, but more so the gratitude from the guests at the inn. Here's the story of a 5-year-old girl who ran up to us in the kitchen at the inn, who was extremely hungry. There we were, cooking pancakes, and I decided to make her a heart pancake because she deserves to feel special. This experience at the age of 12 opened my eyes and allowed me to be thankful for the life I've been given. Not everyone gets to run downstairs and grab a snack from the refrigerator if they feel hungry, and not everyone is given the attention they need. The things we take for granted, someone else is praying for. We don't realize this, but a birthday party I took for granted was another child's dream. This leads me to my Sweet 16 this year. A day I will never forget because instead of renting a limo or paying to go to Disneyland, I decided to create an organization called Children's Birthday Miracles, CBM. This organization provides birthday parties for less fortunate children living at In From the Cold. We want these children to realize that birthdays are not only a chance to wish for miracles, but a chance for miracles to become reality. At our first birthday party, we had a 12-year-old boy who had the flu, and let me tell you, he was not a happy camper. I recall the day when I gave him a gift of 2 Hitman tickets, a Saladome gift card, and a card game. And then he became one of the most happiest birthday boys I've seen in a long time. That wasn't the best part about CBM. He ended up being the special child chosen for the magic show. And the joy in not only his face, but his parents' face, was something all the volunteers treasure to this day. We hear these inspiring stories, but by far the most inspiring story for me was when a mother whose birthday was celebrated in March decided to wish for a miracle before blowing out the candle. And she said, "All I wish for is a home." And she blew it out. We all were touched because we don't realize how much we take for granted until it's gone. The future is in our hands, and together we can change the world. That's what I believed when CBM started, is that at the age of 16, it was truly an inflection point for me to show other youth that anyone can make an impact in today's society. Today, I'm one of the youngest speakers and probably the shortest too. However, I wanted to share my story of how I received the inspiration to give back to our community, our country, and our world. When you're stuck in the middle of two roads and you don't know where to go, I learned to follow my heart and go the direction that you're most passionate about. I was one of the most selfish individuals, and I could have never guessed that I would be sacrificing the most important day of my life to give back. This just shows that by surrounding yourself with diverse people who come from all sorts of backgrounds, you're truly given a new perspective on life. And this is the inspiration that's embedded within me. You are special. Our May birthday party, I went up to a 7-year-old boy and asked him what's the best part about CBM, and he said, "You are," and gave me a big hug. These children are grateful for anything, whether it be a piece of clothing, a car toy, or love on their birthday. Through my journey with CBM, I not only wanted to make a difference in the less fortunate families' lives, I hope to inspire other children and you to give back to the community. I remember getting a call from a lady telling me her son and daughter decided that instead of keeping their birthday presents, they decided to give all their presents to the less fortunate children living in from the cold. This just shows you the value of philanthropy in our city. We all are in this together with one goal in mind, to make Calgary a better place to live in. This is what keeps me going every day, and the thought of how many kind citizens are walking around us. With the help of social networking, my aunt notified me from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, that she wanted to start up her own CBM in the Mother Teresa home, which is an orphanage. She now plans birthday parties for these young orphans and hopes that when they grow up, they will give back to the community, just like CBM has given them. When one door closes, another one opens. I may have had the worst 11th birthday of my life, but that was by far the best thing that's ever happened to me. It transformed me into the individual I am today, and I had no aspiration to dedicate my life to philanthropy until this incident. Whether it's interacting with a peer, a child, or an adult, all the people that have helped donate to CBM or volunteered around our city are an inspiration to us all. All my life, I've been told I was too young to make a difference, and my 16th birthday wish was to prove to the world that I'm not too young, and I have the same capability as someone beyond my years. And though you may not be 16 today, no one is too late to wish for a miracle. I want to thank you all for being here today, and I mostly want to thank the Calgary Arts Development for choosing a youth for the first time to speak at this prestigious event. I hoped I inspired you to pay it forward and spread the movement. And though I didn't spend my birthday parties dressing up for dinner or going rollerblading, I got to spend time with 45 children who never celebrated a birthday party until this day. This is the story of my sweet 16. Thank you.
Pretty amazing one at that, obviously. And to round out our first 5, we welcome to the stage Cole Check.